Ask me about my wiener.
Schrader?
Oh, hey,
Hi.
B. And Monica.
Hey.
So I'm going to do a non-fitness related Q&A that I posted on Instagram about an hour ago, just to give you guys a little bit of insight of my life, and it's probably the easiest way to do it, answer questions that you might have. And I'm trying to make this the most interesting, non-boring Q&A you've ever seen. So over the next couple days, I'm just going to overlay footage clips of whatever happens in my life. Training clips, non-training clips, food, my dog, whatever it may be, you'll see it. So I let this marinate for an hour on Instagram, and I'm just going to run through all of them. So it's not going to be me picking and choosing. It's going to be first come, first serve. So if you answered and within 1 hour, then there's like 50 of them, and I'll try to cover as much as possible, then yours is going to be answered. So let's get right into it. Favorite food? Go. Chicken and waffles. Or overnight oats. To tell you the truth, overnight oats, but probably chicken and waffles. Favorite football team? All Pittsburgh stuff, because I went to school near Pittsburgh. So it's Pens, Pirates, Steelers. Favorite movie? I really don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite movie. I'll watch literally any movie you put in front of me. Chick flicks are one of my favorites, but I'll watch action, horror, comedy, whatever. Favorite artist and band? That's a hard one too, because I like pretty much all genres of music. Country music. I know I'm sucking at these questions, but I can't answer that one. I like too many. Mayday Parade has always been one of my favorites. Blink-182, but then I like country music. I like it all. Hoodie Allen, that's my favorite. Hoodie Allen. Favorite flavor of Arctic Zero? I literally just had a pint of chocolate chip cookie dough. That's my favorite. Favorite meal to eat out? So there's this place in Round Rock, Texas called Jack Allen's, and they have the best homemade chips and salsa, sweet potato fries, and this burger called a hippie turkey burger, which is absolutely awesome. Hippie turkey bacon burger. Most memorable moment of Ranger School and why? Probably when I found out I had to go in Florida, so I was graduating. But I mean, there were a lot of memorable moments in Ranger School, and I've touched on them in videos in the past. But there's a lot of stupid stuff I did and a lot of good stuff I did, so I'd say graduating was the most memorable part, though. Or going through the swamps. That's definitely 12 hours spent in the swamps is definitely memorable. What's military life like? So, you know, I'm an officer, so it might be a little different from what other people touch on. But I live off post, so I go to work. I get to work at 6 a.m. I get home around 6 p.m. And you know, the Army's run like a corporation when you're in garrison, when you're not in a deployment or training status. So it's really run like a corporation. You're dealing with soldier issues, just like you would employee issues. And right now we're in an admin kind of state, but getting ready for a lot of training coming up. The most important supplement in your diet. So I mean, your diet's the most important, but the most important supplement I think is creatine. Do you read books? If so, any recommendations? I've read a few books in the past. I'm not a big reader. Like in college, I never was. When I was a holdover in Ranger School for 6 weeks, we read a bunch of good books. Actually, that book, Unbroken, the movie just came out about it. I read that book in Ranger School. I read some other military books in Ranger School. I read some really good business books, but I can't remember any of the topics or the titles off the top of my head. I'm not a big reader. I'll just tell you that right now. How did you get in the military and what inspired you to join? So when I was a senior in high school, I was thinking about joining the military because my cousin was in the military. He was in the Army. He was infantry for 3 years at that point. He went to Iraq. He went to Afghanistan. And I saw that people kind of just respected him a lot. And kind of just like his presence around the whole family and all of his friends. I kind of just was like envious of that, and that's kind of what made me join. If you could travel anywhere, where would it be? I want to go to Europe. I really want to go to Europe. Favorite non-gym related clothing brand store? Man, that's hard because I don't really shop for clothes very often. And when I do wear stuff, like right now, I'm wearing basketball shorts and a BPN t-shirt. But J. Crew, I like J. Crew. I do not have any max tuning style. No style whatsoever like some of these other YouTubers. That's not me. Why you no girlfriend? I don't know, man. I don't know. What would your very last meal be? Man, I'd say sweet potato fries, cheesecake, a chocolate shake, and double bacon cheeseburger. Did you play any sports as a kid? If so, which ones? Were you any good? I definitely touched on this in a previous Q&A, but I played ice hockey, baseball. I ran track. I ran cross country. I don't know why I ran cross country. I was pretty good. I was varsity. I started in baseball and hockey. I wasn't really good at cross country, and I just did track for the hell of it, just to have some fun with friends. What workout program did you start right after Ranger School, and how did you go about your diet? So I could talk about this for like hours. Maybe I'll do a video on this at some point, but after Ranger School, I was so beat up for not working out for like 4 months. So I kind of just like slowly did a bro split where it was one body part a day for a week. That I was so sore. I couldn't bench 135 pounds after Ranger School. I could barely squat 185 pounds. Then diet, I started tracking macros the day after graduation. Well, I gave myself like the weekend to eat whatever, but the day after the weekend after graduation, because I know a lot of people that didn't got really fat. Measurements of my body, I'm assuming. I don't know off the top of my head. I never do that. Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi. What other branches of the military were you considering, and what program did you enroll to become an officer? I considered the Marines, and I did ROTC in college. Can I date you? JK, but you are really cute. Thank you. What made you want to start a YouTube channel in the first place? I wanted to start it to promote my brand, Bear Performance Nutrition, and to start networking for a career or a job after the Army. What's your pet peeve? Man, I have a lot of them. And I always want to include them in videos, but I don't. Because most of them are negative, I just don't want to bring that up. How much running do you actually do at Ranger School? Your first week is the Ranger assessment phase, where you do your 5-mile run that's timed, your 12-mile ruck, and you're getting smoked for a week straight, so you're running around. But after that, you really don't do any running. It's just rucking all the time. The rucking, up the mountains in Georgia, through the swamps in Florida, that breaks you off enough. They don't make you run. Favorite sport to play, watch, favorite brand of full-fat ice cream. Full-fat ice cream, Ben & Jerry's. Favorite sport to play, baseball, watch, baseball. Biggest accomplishment so far, Ranger School. Do you like my food porn of your recipe? Yeah, so some of you guys are tagging me in your pictures of recreations of meals that I make on YouTube or Instagram. If you do that, just tag me on Instagram or whatever, hashtag Bear Performance Nutrition. I always check them out. I always do. How long have you been training? Man, I've been training for maybe 8 years now. I'm 24. I've probably been training since 16. Have any tattoos? If you do, what are they? If not, would you ever get one? Yeah, I have one on my bicep, which is Roman numerals for 8-1 and 2 roses, because it's my grandparents' anniversary, which I was born on their anniversary, and a rose for each of them. And then when I was 18, I got my name tattooed on a ribbon on my side, but you live and you learn. And I think it's a pretty cool tattoo. My buddy drew it up for me. And in the next coming weeks, I'm planning on getting another one, which I will document and make a video on. Starting to do like a half sleeve on my right arm. What is your favorite place to eat out? What do you get? Like I said, Jack Allen's, that turkey burger and sweet potato fries, or 24 Diner in Austin. I'll tell you guys this like in all my videos, but their chicken and waffles are awesome. If you guys ever come down to Austin, hit me up and we will go to 24 Diner, or we will go to Jack Allen's. So Maddie, he wants to know when I'm coming to Australia to collab with him. Hey man, whenever, but you should come to the United States, because it's really hard for me to go to Australia while in the military. Favorite and least favorite subjects in high school. So high school it's biased because it's pretty much based on the teachers. So least favorite subject was probably history, because I was just bored out of my mind. Favorite, science. I enjoyed science classes. What kind of supplements do you recommend that functions as a pre-workout, like BCAAs or aminos? That's a fitness question. You failed. But beta-alanine, caffeine, agmatine sulfate, good pre-workout ingredients, all in flight if you didn't notice. Would you please visit Hawaii? I would love to visit Hawaii. I have friends that are stationed there right now that absolutely love it. Favorite hobbies besides lifting? Well, now that I bought this house, like a big hobby for me is building stuff. I've always been into building things. So building things for the house, decorating the house, getting things ready. I'm really bad at like interior design and I still design my house like I'm in college, you know, beer signs on the walls and empty liquor bottles above the cabinets. I'm not gonna do that, but you know, that's how I think. So I really suck at interior design. So if I can make this place have a good, what's that word? Not vibe, feng shui. That's my hobby right now. And my dog. Favorite fruit and vegetable: bananas, vegetable, squash, or zucchini. What were your aspirations growing up? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Aspirations growing up? Man, I always dreamed big. I wanted to be like a pro sports player. I wanted to be in the Army. I wanted to do a lot of big things. I always thought I was going to be like a pro baseball player. 5 years, I have no clue. Someone else asked 10 years, where do you expect yourself? I literally have no clue. I'm going to be living here still. Hopefully doing like online coaching. Hopefully still running this YouTube channel. Hopefully like traveling, doing something within this channel. What is your PT score? So the 290s, it's out of 300. I get like a 1330 on my run, and 13 minutes is a max for the run, and I just can't max the run. But I do run pretty good for being 210 pounds. Day-to-day activities in the military. So I get to work at 6. I have PT at 6 o'clock. After that, I have till 9 until we start work. And then, like I said, it's kind of run like a corporation. So you just do stuff, soldier issues, dealing with other things, until you go to the field and you start training on your weapon systems and your movements and your platoon movements, company movements, battalion movements, stuff like that. If you could visit any place in the world, where would you go? Europe. Pizza or donuts? What's your favorite topping, flavor of choice? Oh man, pizza. Favorite toppings, flavors for, what does that mean? Oh, on my pizza. I keep it pretty simple. I do sausage, pepper, meat lovers. If you go to Pizza Hut, get meat lovers, I will eat that whole pizza. What is your favorite ice cream brand and flavor? I like the Dryers mint chocolate chip, probably my favorite. I remember back in the day they used to have chocolate marshmallow. I don't know if they still have that. That was always my favorite. Worst breakup or girlfriend relationship you've ever had? I'm not going to talk about that. Biggest regret or mistake you've learned from in life? Man, I don't even know. Biggest regret or mistake you've learned from? I'll have to touch on that in another video. I got to think about that one. Which years were more difficult in college, early or late? Definitely later. Early college, I had like my gen eds. They were pretty easy. Like I was going out with my friends like Monday through Sunday. And then later in college, junior, senior year, I had all my hard bio, chemistry, organic chemistry classes. And I was sucking. I was studying all the time. And ROTC got more busy. What are your plans for having a family, since you probably are too busy right now? Yeah, to tell you the truth, way too busy right now to start a family. I know a lot of people in my situation, in the Army and stuff, they run families fine. But I have a lot going on in my life that I still want to do before settling down. That is undecided right now. I don't know. I eventually want to have a family, obviously. But right now, Leroy is my immediate family. So that wraps up the last hour of Q&A questions. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully it answered your questions, and I will talk to you in the next video.